Roman Reigns shared some comments about his new contract and an update to his match with The Rock. So we'll see what he had to say. We'll also see what's going on with the AEW World Title and more. Let's start things off with a buzzing conversation coming out of the AEW World Title Unification match. CM Punk first won the AEW World Title a few months back, but unfortunately, right after winning it, he suffered a serious foot injury. He was limping days after winning the title until he finally made the announcement that he needed surgery. But the big shock during all this was that AEW was not stripping Punk of the title or making him relinquish it. He would be free to get the surgery done, get fully healthy, and still technically be the reigning and defending AEW World Champion. AEW came up with the concept of having an interim World Champion to serve as the champion until CM Punk came back. It was clear from the start what they were doing. As soon as CM Punk came back, they would have a title versus title match between Punk and the interim champion. And that's exactly what happened a few weeks ago, where CM Punk returned to confront Jon Moxley face to face. But fans were instantly skeptical about CM Punk's return, because if you go back and see his entrance from his recent return, he was still limping on his way to the ring, which was a clear indication that maybe he wasn't fully healed quite yet. But AEW then books the unification match between CM Punk and Jon Moxley. But they set the match for free television on Dynamite, which had fans skeptical. A world title unification match, especially between these two well-known stars in the industry, could have easily headlined a pay-per-view event. So why wasn't it saved for pay-per-view? Well, the actual unification match itself pretty much revealed the answer for why it wasn't saved for a pay-per-view. The match itself was a complete squash, with Moxley taking out CM Punk within 2 minutes of actual in-ring action. CM Punk sold his foot injury a few moments into the match, and Moxley had him down for the pin count shortly after that. Moxley was celebrating with his new unification title in the crowd, while CM Punk couldn't even walk and needed assistance to the back. Punk also took a second to look back and acknowledge the crowd, embracing Moxley's title win. So you can definitely see why the match was done on free television. If fans paid money for that short world title match, they definitely would have been upset. Fans pointed out this obviously wasn't much of an actual match, but more of an angle to push the story forward. The popular fan assumption is that CM Punk's injury recovery is probably going to take longer than originally anticipated. So instead of just having Moxley go in as interim champion for a long time, it looks like they brought CM Punk back in that limited role just to get the title off of him, and officially make Moxley the actual world champion. So it's possible that CM Punk will go back on the shelf and continue his injury recovery. Fans also feel like this moment could lead to a heel turn for CM Punk. Maybe he'll blame the fans for what happened to him in that unification match. Maybe he'll say that he rushed back early from the injury for the fans, but he ended up getting injured again because of that, and how they instantly forgot about him after the match and started cheering for Moxley. It's unknown if that's the direction AEW is going in or not, but that moment appeared to be just perfectly set up for a great reason for CM Punk to turn heel. So it wasn't much of an actual competitive match, but it did set up some potentially interesting routes for CM Punk's character and story-wise. So we'll have to wait and see if they'll eventually pay that off in the future. Roman Reigns has been on the greatest run of his career, and one of the greatest runs WWE has seen altogether in a very long time. Roman has been champion for well over 730 days. That's just over 2 years straight as champion. A lot has happened and changed within those 2 years of becoming the tribal chief. The most notable change is obviously Roman's schedule. Towards the start of his current reign, Roman was a full-time superstar that never missed episodes of Raw or any premium live event at all. But since WrestleMania 38, that obviously changed big time. Roman is no longer a full-time WWE superstar and signed a new deal that has him working a much lighter schedule than ever before. Roman is no longer at small market live event shows. He'll miss a few episodes of SmackDown every here and there, and he'll miss the less important premium live events. Roman's lighter schedule and new contract is even something that is poured into WWE television. Superstars like Drew McIntyre have been calling Roman Reigns out for not being around all the time anymore. So it's definitely something that's quickly coming into the storylines. But Roman recently sat down with Sports Illustrated and broke down the details of his new lighter schedule, and here's how it works. He had this to say about the schedule during that interview with SI, quote, "So the main thing is, no, we're not going to be on every single pay-per-view, but anything that I am on, which of course will be all the major ones, and then a couple of the other ones, that kind of fall in between the Big Four and the Saudis. I'll always support those with TVs to build the story and the rivalry going forward, so it's not like, compared to what I did, I guess, yeah, you could say technically that's compared to a full time. Taking on everything. You only get a day and a half a week. Yeah, I guess it's part-time compared to what I usually run, but I'm an annual character on WWE television." End quote. So Roman revealed what a lot of fans basically already assumed was true about his new contract. Roman confirmed that he'll always be a part of the Big Four WWE events, which include Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series. So he's locked in to appear on those shows. He also said that he'll be a part of the shows that WWE holds at Saudi Arabia every year, and maybe even sprinkled into some premium live events in between, but definitely nowhere close to how it was before, where he was at every single one. Roman said that even though it is a lighter part-time schedule per se, he's not going to be one of those part-timers that go missing for several months. He's still going to be around all year long, just in a bit more of a limited capacity. So it was great for Roman just to clear the room on how exactly his new deal works. He's not going home for 6 months or anything like that. He'll likely miss a few weeks every so often, but his character will constantly play a role on WWE television all year long. Roman also addressed the WrestleMania Easter egg that The Rock implemented in his show, Young Rock. In the show, a young Roman Reigns challenges The Rock to a wrestling match. The college version of Dwayne tells young Roman that a match that big can only happen at WrestleMania. Roman said that the fact The Rock is throwing Easter eggs like that into his show is a very good sign that the match can still happen. Roman even said he believes the chances to collide with The Rock in the ring are better than ever. So that's something we'll have to wait on. Will we see Roman Reigns versus The Rock after all? But what are your thoughts on all of today's stories with The Rock, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.